Kelleher and Ireland go to the ball, and as I say that, Van der Fleer peels away, and Caelan Doris takes the ball up, and Ireland are well inside the Welsh 22. Ringrose steps back inside, but he's wrapped up. Tompkins, I think, is the one to make the tackle. Tadhg Furlong is chopped down. Still low there for Ireland. Jonathan Sexton on the wraparound. Here's Mac Hansen, pass outside. Bundyaki! 2 minutes, 17 seconds. Ireland have the first try of the Guinness Six Nations 2022. Mac Hansen involved, and ominous signs for Wales as Ireland were in complete control.
Arguably, Mac Hansen could have been in for an earlier try. They had space on the right wing, but still they recycled. And there's just the awareness there to put that floating pass in over the top.
Kelleher, Irish line out, 6 metres short. Tadhg Byrne, Josh Van der Fleer, Kelleher in to receive around the narrow side. Wales holding on, but holding on illegally and dragging that ball down. Second time they've been penalised. Advantage to Ireland. Aki, and then Sexton and Ringrose, then up to the 5 metre line. Quick ball for Gibson Park. Out wide it goes. Andrew Conway puts his foot on the gas and is in. Conway for the corner. The TMO will decide. But I have to say, on first viewing, he's stretched and he got there. Got to be evidence to say he's wrong. Andrew Conway will provide that evidence. Short.
Oh, that just looks short to me. He's not in touch, but I think the issue would be the ground.
Kelleher to Ryan and the maul. Van der Fleer, Kelleher, Gibson Park, and lovely hands through that three-quarter line. Mac Hansen for Andrew Conway. Conway uses the feet to get another yard or two. Now Ireland at pace. Tadhg Byrne, Van der Fleer, Josh Van der Fleer, almost away. Terrific tackle, and it needed to be from Maurice Zammit, but Ireland on they come relentlessly. Caelan Doris, 3 metres short, there for Gibson Park. Ireland looking for their third try. Furlong, lovely hands. Sexton runs into a wall of red, and Wales breathe for the moment at least. Gibson Park, Van der Fleer started it all with that take and break, and now it's Conan. Wales hanging on, desperately hanging on. Furlong, Tadhg Byrne. It's a green wave that just keeps coming at them. Gibson Park, Conway. Third try for Ireland, a second for Andrew Conway, and in the end it was inevitable. All coming from wonderful hands and great pace from Van der Fleer in the middle.
Wonderful hands, lovely little half breaks, but it's the fluidity of the connection between those breaks, whisked away and straight out into the space. As easy as that.
Remarkably, just a second penalty that Ireland have given away in this game.
And release, tackler out!
By contrast, Wales have been pinned on 9 occasions.
Roll the ball back and stopped.
There for Ireland, Gibson Park, Jonathan Sexton, Mac Hansen hungry for it. Bundyaki. Ringrose has Conway outside him. Ringrose will do it all himself. Magic from Gary Ringrose. Bonus point try for Ireland in the first game of the Guinness Six Nations for 2022. And Gary Ringrose puts a cherry on top in this second half.
Certainly turned into the clinical Ireland that we saw in the Autumn Nations. Lovely little
strike.
Bundyaki.
It's not on it. Release! Outside. Taken back.
Murray, Byrne. And it's stolen by Basham, and out of nowhere Wales will get their first points of the championship. Tay Basham gets in. There was a big tackle in there. I think it was Thomas that made it. We'll confirm it on the replay. Was there to profit. Open side in for Wales' first try of The Guinness.
Physically slightest man on the pitch, quickly taken by Turner to Ritchie. This is what Scotland have to produce today. The carry there from Sam Johnson. White. There's Stuart Hall. Oh, he's through. And here goes Darcy Graham. He's looking for support. He might not need them. It's on to White. What a debut this is.
Work done here. Stuart Hall, look at the ball there to Darcy Graham, straight through the middle. Footwork, footwork. Dances his defender inside out. I think it was Marchant. And from there, Ben White. But that was it. Stuart Hogg and Ezekwe biting on him. Lifted his head. Darcy Graham hit the outside shoulder. Look at this footwork. Told lies with his eyes, Darcy Graham. And on the inside, Ben White. Look at that. What a moment for that young man. Dives over. Scotland respond immediately and make the most of their first meaningful possession.
If not the best rugby referee in the world at the moment, certainly among the top 3 or 4. That's Ezekwe. There's Cowan Dickey again.
Same ball.
The Scotland defence of this maul being tested again. Grant Gilchrist just flying in there. He's got to retreat. It's another penalty advantage. Here goes Ben Youngs. Marcus Smith. On his Six Nations debut, the boy wonder has delivered.
Carving the opportunity, the maul goes infield, and from there it's a free hit for England, knowing that they've got penalty advantage. Grant Gilchrist, you see Ben Youngs, just he lifts his eyes, and late, look at his late movement, Marcus Smith. Youngs goes out, interests Ali Price. He has a nibble on the inside, and from there, defensively, Scotland are compromised. Smith with a pace round the corner. Darcy Graham ends up stepping up on Marchant rather than Smith. And you see the celebrations from Henry Slade as Marcus Smith goes over. What a moment for that young man. Lit up the Premiership.
31 tackles made already by the Italians. Here's the one missed. Lucchese gaining in confidence. Every line-out has been nailed on so far.
I think that was Negri right at the back. Good, safe pair of hands.
Very experienced player, Negri. Off goes Varney. His turn to box kick. And underneath it's Jaminet. He's dropped that, though. It's knocked forward by Jaminet. Here goes Ruzza. Can the Italians get the first try on the board here? Varney using that ball, pummeling towards that French line. This is an opportunity for Italy. Garbisi, who's underneath it? It's going to be a try. And it's Menoncello on his test debut. Brilliant by the Italians. A little bit of ram, a little bit of rapier.
I think it's whether the flag, you can knock the flag down as long as your legs aren't out. That was the turnover. Rutzer does well, doesn't he? Off he goes. Straight between the two. Panic stations for France. Ball comes out. Garbisi thinks it's the kit pass. It is. Now let's look. I think that's a try. You can knock the post.
Oh, does he land on the line?
Oh, they have to slow that and rock and roll it.
Right foot, Dowie. Oh, is he in field? Oh my goodness.
Very close with regard. Stay two.
Still know exactly what he expects at the breakdown and everywhere else. Ball goes by. Oh, it's intercepted. And it's going to be a try for the French. It's Anthony Delonche who does the sniper's work. He kept his eyes wide open.
He came and blew out in a double minute.
Just poached that one. He just don't want to see that again. He's given it away. It's difficult. Probably the calls come from Gillange. It's my ball, and there it is, my ball, and he knows no one's going to stop him.
Into the red. Big moment for Italy, big moment for France. Julien Marchand has to nail his jumper, which he does. Cameron Waukee, good man to go to in that situation. It's an advantage here to France. Dupont, they've got three backs all stacked up in midfield. Dante, brilliant hands outside. Must be a try. And it's the electric matchstick, Gabien Villiers, who scores. And at last, some French fusion.
Oh dear, Kieran Crowley will be doing his nut. He gets it every time. Dante, beautiful. They think he's going to smash it up the middle. He doesn't. Lovely hands out the back. Again, that's beautiful timing. Depth, depth, depth. You can never be too deep on a rugby field. That's what people at Coach Villiers is going to aquaplane in. He does that superbly. Again, that's killed Italy off really. The last minute of the first half, they've conceded another try. Flying in Villiers.
And it could get worse for Italy because the French have a truly heavyweight bomb squad on the bench. Dupont, tackled by Lucchese. Away goes Gregory Aldred. Here's Villiers. Oh, magic! Absolute magic from Villiers.
Well, I think they like it here, don't they? Villiers gets his second. Again, it's another mistake. They bide the time. And for me, man of the match at the moment, Gregory Aldred. Watch this. Hello, sailor. Bang. Thank you very much. Left and right. The Italian defence does not... A very hard man as well. He gets smacked by 2 or 3 people, then still presents the ball superbly. And off France go again.
Moefana, Damien Penaud. He's away this time. Is this the bonus point try? Oh, yes it is. It is Gallic choreography of the highest standard.
You knew it was coming. France weren't going to leave this game without scoring. Got 2 tries. And again, it was just a procession to the line. Ioane was it just quite... gets it slightly wrong there. Penaud scores the try. Dupont in passing that ball just in support.
Any sense of a forward pass at the end here,
I think it was flat, to be honest. The referee's given the try. That one's fine. This one is a little bit flat, but he ain't going to blow up for that or go to the TMO. He's given the try.
France have that bonus point secured. 5 match points alongside Ireland at the top of the championship after round 1. Scotland victors 2. Walkie, the umpteenth line-out take from the Bordeaux man. Now here comes this drive against the tiring Italian side. They've been incredibly brave, incredibly courageous. Here is Luku. Is there one more strike here? Into Mac for Villiers on that hat-trick. Can he get past the Italian defence? What a moment it would be for him. Not quite. Off goes Moefana. Maybe he'll do it this time. He was always going to have a dart from there, wasn't he, Gabin Villiers? Here is Luca. Oh, there's all sorts of space on the right. All sorts of space. Just got a shift. Oh, the bouncing ball did not help the French attack there. Give the Italians an opportunity to reset. Thomas Ramos. Walkie gets it to Intimac. Villiers wide outside. Is he going to get the ball? Is he going to get his hat-trick? Oh, yes he is. Parisian panache from Gabin Villiers. Was simply sublime. Intimac doesn't do much wrong, does he? Damien Penaud finding Moefana, and the lob ball just released the little flyer.
Scotland continue control the ball and the tempo. Tuipulotu once again. Schumann once again. Wales missed the tackle through Francis. Gray, this is so much better from Scotland. 15 phases. Ground being made 5 metres short of the Welsh try line. Hamish Watson round the corner. Waller red to meet him. Made some number of tackles last week, Wales. 187 more than any other side. They're tackling again for all their worth, but will it be enough? Out wide, Darcy Graham, great feet. Oh, great feet from the young man. Rhys Summit stood in front of him, looked like an immovable object, but somehow the 24-year-old from Edinburgh found his way home.
Short carries, the Welsh defence stayed true, but look at this subtlety of play. And what about that pass? That is pinpoint accuracy with incredible speed. That's what gives the opportunity. Of course it's going to be Finn Russell. What is that, a 15-20 metre pinpoint pass?
Yeah, and Darcy Graham, it's everything. It's feet, it's power, it's explosiveness from a standing start, because Rhys Zaman is not a poor defender, and he is a big, big man. And he still had work to do, did Graham. 5 metres to make, and he made them. Take advantage. Over they go. Francis with the try. Happiness is in the Principality.
What a moment for Wales. Getting that line out more. As you referred to, the line out hadn't been functioning. Just been given a warning for discipline, and you're going to get a yellow unless you keep it squeaky clean. We know how difficult it is to defend a maul, especially when you've got that in the back of your mind. Great opportunity for Wales to strike.
It wasn't the prettiest of mauls, but it was effective.
Is a maul ever pretty?
Depends on who you talk to.
Very true.
He thinks.
Viewers keep an eye on our world feed as Intermac goes quickly. Moafana immediately shows good feet. Here's the hat-trick man from last week, Gamin Villiers. Antoine Dupont gets it away quickly to Damien Penaud. An unbelievable 17 touches on the ball for Penaud a week ago. Cameron Walkie, born in this local district of Saint-Denis, a tough upbringing for him, a real talent from the Bordeaux club. And now the human asteroid that is Winnie Antonio goes. Great start from France, and it's Intermac inside to his little mate on the shoulder. A Toulouse 1-2. Dupont gets the try. It is a sizzling, sensational opening by France.
In Tamak, but when you know the little maestro's constantly running up and down that central channel. I noted Cameron Walkie went with his own sneakers. Do you call them sneakers? Maybe the kids nowadays don't.
He moves like Oh! Mac Hansen! Mac Hansen! High alive was Mac Hansen on his second cap for Ireland. Oh my goodness, have you ever seen anything like that? Has really announced his arrival on the international scene. Player of the match last week at the Aviva Stadium, and pouncing on that one.
Watch this from Mac Hansen. He doesn't take his eyes off the ball at all. Utter confusion between Jaminet and Penaud. Brilliant retake. Get into positions in and over the breakdown, turn the ball over. Brilliant.
Dan Sheehan to Caelan Doris now. Can France defend this? Can Ireland find their power tools and get over the line? Oh, they can, indeed they can. That is superb stuff. They hammered their way through that big French pack. Ireland pressure on that scoreboard.
Well, it's too easy, isn't it? The French gave the penalty away, put themselves under a huge amount of pressure. Brave choice from the Irish to go to the corner. And then really from the setup, France defending the back of the line out, Ireland shift to the front. Well, we see Hugo Keenan, but it's all come from a brilliant ball from Tag Furlong as well.
Ireland win that line out, and off goes Tag Furlong. One of those bustling, bullocking runs of his. So typical of the man, Gibson Park. Ireland are usually so good at ball retention in these positions. They were under Joe Schmidt. They now are under Andy Farrell. Bundy Aki. Patience, cohesion. Build the phases now. Wait for the French to tire, make a mistake. Afford Ireland a gap. Jamison Gibson Park, he's the one who finds the gap. And Gibson Park spins a web through that French defence.
In and around the breakdown, just watch here as he looks up. Cameron Walkie calling numbers around, and it's Willemse.
And Tao Fifanua. Here's Gibson Park. Now they need this exit. Caelan Doris, what a hit.
Gelong, that was.
So they've got the ball. Here's Winnie Antonio. Can he get his 22.5 stone on the line? Battering, banging, hammering on the Irish door. And it all comes crashing down. And Cyril Bay was the player in support. And that was the front row union who were doing all that heavyweight work there.
Well, there's nothing flash about this. Give me the ball. I'll get us on the front foot. First, Antonio. Angus Gardner gets absolutely cleared out. Referee goes flying. Cyril Bay knocks over 1, 2.
Just saw Federico Mori there. He went scampering downfield. There goes Ellis Genge, almost playing the Manatu Langi role, if you know what I mean. Oh, and some space now for Noel. Finding himself in the tram lines. There's a Toji, the little inside ball there to Don Brunt. Up to the 22. Smith. Finds Jamie George. There's Randall again. England looking to play with speed and tempo, particularly early on. That's what Randall brings to this. There's Charlie Ewels, who was looking for the support, but he did the wise thing and get hold of it. That was Will Stewart. Staking out the Italy 22 again. But at the moment, the Azzurri blue line has yet to be broken. That was Joe Marchant coming in on an angle. Space here for Malins. Malins with the inside pass. And Marcus Smith, as he did at Murrayfield last week, gets the England try.
Marcus Smith at 10, doing the double punt ball, Slade bringing the big runners on. That's what you want, Genge. That's superb ball for Harry Randall. And then the spaces on the wide outside, they've got round the edge in a sense. Noel does the sensible thing, keeps hold of the ball and just recycle, recycle, recycle. This time it's Malins out the back, straight back inside. What a start, what a game. Both sides looking to play, but England with the first blood.
Well, we talk about the numberless England backline, but in the tram lines here, 5 metres. He's the new attack coach. Ezekwe, Curry. Randall feeds Malins, who was coming in from the wing. He was grabbed by Lucchesi. Here's Curry again. Look at the speed with which England are playing at. That was certainly something that was missing up at Murrayfield. Itoje just being held up. They're within a metre, the men in white here. Randall considers the options, goes to Ellis Genge. Brecht makes the tackle, but Italy have come offside, so England have a penalty. Will Stewart, the low body position. It's still there this time. Jamie George has a little dig, and the referee says the try has been scored, and it is Jamie George, a scorer here last time in 2020. He's on the score sheet again.
Good liner. Again, you get so many options in this lineup with Itoje going to 6 now. Malins looking for work. You think, well, that's stopped the flow. Hooker doing well, but again, it's just a procession towards that line. Control.
Look at Lucchesi on the floor there again.
Hold, bro. On now.
The aerial route taken again by Randall. Ioane knocked it back. Varney grabbed it, and then Varney has just thrown it away. A gift there to Jamie George. Here's Marcus Smith. Don Brandt finding himself in midfield. Randall, Smith, Malins. Look at the white jerseys. Stewart cutting infield. An important intervention there coming from Garbisi, but look at the white jerseys. It's 3 against 1 out wide, and Jamie George pins his ears back and gets to the try line. A third England try.
I don't think that one will be scrubbed off. Second for George, and again, tremendous play. Eddie Jones was talking pre-match was the kick to compete, and then it's the patience. They go from right to left. You think they've got a man over there. Maybe if Stewart had just popped that ball to Randall, he could have carried on the straight. They had 2 guys on the outside, but again, don't worry. Put Genge in at fly half. pops the ball over the top. Good absorption with the first tackle. That ain't a bad finish from the big fella. There they go, the front row unison.
Bang! Set! Hold it, play.
Another very solid England scrum. There goes Randall. Out to Marcus Smith, the long pass, and Elliot Daly. Well, a blue hand didn't get within several feet of Elliot Daly. A fourth try. That is the try bonus point.
Pretty ominous as well. It's a lovely miss-out pass, isn't it? Two guys they miss out. Elliot Daly knows exactly what's happening. He keeps his line. He keeps his space on the wide outside. He's around Murray again, who not for the first time has been flat-footed and caught out of position, but it's just the procession, isn't it? Whether it's tight forwards carrying, whether it's tight forward scrimmaging, and then look at that. Just put it out. Put that ball out on a piece of string and I'll catch it. That's exactly.
Eddie Jones hangs the bar high when he looks at quality from England. It certainly was a very professional, clinical first 45 minutes, but let's be frank, the last 27 or so have been pretty flat from the men in white. The finishers will be under the microscope. Here's Ben Youngs, he's one of those. Marcus Smith, that should be easy. Oh, it should have been easy, but it's been gifted to Ollie Chesham. The ball put down by Marine. Here's Henry Slade, looks inside. Sam Simmons. Marine atoning just a little with the tackle. It is, though, a penalty advantage being played to England. Can they get that scoreboard ticking over again? Max Malin's at speed. Kyle Sinclair at less so, but all he had to do was catch it, take a couple of strides and fall over. And England have got the scoreboard rattling again. Though in all honesty, if we are to be hypercritical.
Chesham, it doesn't go to the floor, so then it's just bide your time again. That's a lovely little pump ball, really, straight through the middle.
And it feels at ground level like the wind is going one way. It does swirl an awful lot, and perhaps that's just where home advantage does come into play.
Here is Romain Ntamak. His younger brother Theo won the Player of the Match award last night for the under-20s, playing at number 8 against France in that 30-17 victory.
Okay, perfect, thanks.
And Hogg launches long. Who's going to win this kicking battle today? Jaminet puts it high in the air. Finn Russell is across and takes. Russell with a wobbly, dodgy one, but it's running away towards Antoine Dupont. Good footwork. Wow. Oh, he saw the space, Dupont. That is absolutely sensational stuff from the World Player of the Year. Ali Price tries to bring him down, searing his way through that Scottish defence. And now they're on the front foot. Here's Gael Fickou, and it must be a try. And what a try it is. And it's Paul Willemse who finds the honey pot for France.
Look at this from Antoine Dupont. He's got Darcy Graham in front of him, steps off his right foot, fends him, and then from there goes between, that's that right-handed fend on Darge again, runs like he's mad at the grass, Dupont, and from there, just the wherewithal and poise, just sets it up, and with front foot ball, the entourage starts piling in. Fickou in at scrum half, gets the ball up and away, gives this French juggernaut the opportunity to crank into gear once again.
Ty Byrne landed a brilliant 50-22 for Ireland in Paris 2 weeks ago, which you'll never let anyone forget. Here's Julien Marchand. Such a mighty operator around the field, but he's got to get his darts right as well. And it's Cameron Walkie in the air. Takes his 12th line out of the tournament. Off goes Gregory Aldrete. For me, has been the player of the tournament. Here is Gael Fickou, worrying moments again for Scotland. Damien Penaud, normally a lethal finisher, but finds support from Cyril Vai, and they'll get there now. They have scored, and it's Moe Fana who finishes it off. Well, they really do have a colourful playbook.
Advantage, they knew it was a free hit, but look at the sleight of hand here. Beautiful ball off the hit from Donty, frees up the space. I thought Oh, it's brilliant defence by Darcy Graham there, but look at that offload. Cyril Bay has a number 1 on his back. Look at this here. Fight to get the ball away from Duhan van der Merwe. Moe Fana there to gobble it up and dive over. My goodness, France are here to play, and they have been clinical so far.
He's a great rugby.
No try, but high tackle.
I'm surprised they didn't consider that.
Those two, I think he's just slipped up. I don't think it's anything. Just a question. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Stuart Hogg is asking the question as well again in there. So here comes Scotland through Rory Darge. They want this try. They're not going to settle for the 3 points. Ali Price. Bradbury again. Penalty Scotland.
Free hit.
They're defending illegally. Or the French. Ali Price this time. Oh, they're through. And it's Rory Darge who scores on his first start for Scotland. Coming into that 7 shirt late for Hamish Watson.
They richly deserved in the end there. The work was done here. Haining fights beyond the contact. It's quick ball, but look at that, the latest ball off the shoulder. And I think it was Anthony Gelonche just couldn't get in line quick enough. He stepped inside Gelonche on the outside shoulder of Cyril Bay. Rory Darge has his moment. And Scotland backs the wall here, have to hold them out.
Sean Owocki. Straightforward line out for the French. And it's Marchand at the tail, and that is the Scottish 22. Dupont. Jonathan Dante using that 17 stones of bulk, maybe creating a hole here. The bouncing pass might work okay for Moe Fana, trying to jink his way past those Scottish defenders. Stuart Hogg tries to get to the ball, doesn't quite manage it. There's space on this right-hand side. There are plenty of Scotland defenders too, but Fickou might go round all of them! Oh, not just a try, but almost a spiritual experience. Gail Fickou explodes into this match.
Defender off, bounces out. Yeah, no need, I don't think, to see that too many more times. Fickou just saw the one-on-one. Bounces Ali Price off. Ali Price has to make that tackle.
Finding two Pilato. Here's Ali Price. Trying to use the big man. Ali Price, and off they go round the corner through Bradbury. Here's Ali Price again to Finn Russell. Floats it to Nick Haining on the wing. He had a pass that wasn't that far away from putting away Duhan van der Merwe in that first half, as Rory Lawson said. Maybe Van der Merwe overran it. Here's Finn Russell pulling the ball in behind. Mark Bennett sets, a silver medalist at the Rio Olympics in 2017 at sevens level. And here come France with a turnover. Gail Fickou, what a try. He scored in that first half. And now it's Damien Penaud, wonderful footballer. Where's it going to bounce? It bounces for Jonathan Dante! And Dante scores a try that detonates France to the bonus point and possibly on the road to victory against Scotland.
Oh, it's a heavyweight gut punch to Scotland. Ali Price dilly-dathering behind the ruck and ends up getting seized. Look at that late pass by Fickou, unleashes Penaud. From there is the bounce to the ball. Van der Merwe and Hogg chase. Dante manages to land in his paws. Dives over, the celebration. But it came from Scotland possession once again. Mark Bennett fights in here. I wonder, is that a penalty for walking in and around the tackle area? He does slow down Ali Price, and from there Price gets caught. I think it's by Crowe coming through here to just get his left hand there. It doesn't matter now though, because Dante dots down in the corner, and France now extend their lead. It's a proper gut punch for Scotland.
Price, Rory Darge, good in attack. Look at that footwork again and the pace. Taken on by George Turner. Some good work in the open from him. This is very deep though in the Scotland half. Playing a lot of football. Mark Bennett to Pelotu. French have found him a little bit of a handful.
No, four, thank you.
But in the main, they've dealt with him not too badly. Here's Gilchrist once more. Price to Russell. Loves to fire and fizz those balls into midfield, and being held up there is Rory Darge. Gail Fickou is in there, and they've got the ball. Taufa Fanua, now Cameron Walkie. They've all got footballing skills, and Damien Penaud. It's all about pace for the Clermont winger, and that might well have bubble wrapped the victory here for France.
Broad smile, Damien Penaud. He does the drawn pass. Walkie looks up, spins the ball out, and from there is Danty to Penaud. Penaud against Gilchrist. There is only one winner. Spectacular dive into the corner. One built on defence. France in free flow.
Off goes Luku of Bordeaux. Gail Fickou for Ntamak. Oh, there's so much space out there! And it's a whispering death now for Scotland as Damien Penaud secures his second try. The Grand Slam is well and truly on.
Footballing skills to work. You just see them all here. Luku looks up. The ball out the back from Fickou to Ntamak, and he has the ball on a string, even with the wind just drifting the ball away from Damien Penaud. He barely has to break stride. I said on his first try, he'll rarely score easier. Bar from catching that, all he has to do is dive over the line. It's beautiful stuff. It's choreographed on the inside, and it's executed. 18 months ahead of them. Six Nations over the next couple of rounds, the opportunity to go and fetch the Grand Slam and then a home Rugby World Cup. They're well placed.
Here's Kinghorn. Oh, he's got right through that defence, can play in the wing and at fullback. We know all about his pace, and we certainly know about the pace of Duhan van der Merwe. And Scotland do get something to give this crowd a little bit to get on their feet about. But it's not much to take away from Murrayfield when you look at that scoreline.
And not giving up. It's outstanding from Blair Kinghorn. Watch this. This is where his full-back play comes in. He identifies that Mauvaka on the inside has got a little bit lazy, frees the ball up into one hand, offloads to Duhan van der Merwe, who's kept on going.
It's been a good start to the second half from England.
Yeah, it certainly has. Like you said there, in the first half, England played that slightly more pragmatic game. You know, they were kicking for territory, and it got them in good positions to be able to apply pressure and force penalties, which inevitably built that scoreboard lead. But I would have just felt like they should have had a try from there. So it's good to see England throwing the ball around, just testing the edges.
Oh, and it's gone straight to Dombrand, and Dombrand reaches out. And England have got the first try of the match.
There are many a Welsh player down there asking for some TMO, something to be checked off that. Incredibly good reactions there from Alex Dombrand. I'm not sure what is going on there. So Adam Beard just feels like he might have been impeded there, not able to jump up.
Elias, oh, and again it was partially disrupted, but they get a second bite to the men in red. Here is Thomas Williams, Falatau being met by Itoje. Itoje wins that little arm wrestle. Here's Rowlands. On to Owen Watkin. Williams, long pass. Oh, that's quite superb. And Josh Adams, well, it's been a while, almost a year since he scored his last Test match try. But how timely might that be?
They were going forward, they were making meters, they were getting that quick ruck speed. But look at this for a beautiful pass there from Thomas Williams. Plenty of zip on it, cut out 3 defenders. I mean, that is pinpoint accuracy.
Well, they've had their opportunities. The sixth time that Wales have had possession inside the England 22. And it took that extra set from Thomas Williams. It throws it wide open again. Moriarty that time. Williams. The tackle from Genge. Falato says, give it to me. He goes himself, met by the England defence. There's Leon Brown. Well, the post's in touching distance for Wales. A chance to pause, regroup, take a deep breath. It also gives a chance for the defence to reorganise itself. Elias that time. What a view that is out there for Williams. Tompkins! The match has been transformed.
That's looking far more composed. They're relying on their carriers now. They're trusting their carriers to get them go forward. And I'm really loving the awareness from the Welsh outside backs, demanding for that ball out wide. They got caught in the first half with one too many carries. They're certainly making the most of the gaps out wide now.
A crucial kick. And Bigger slots it. There's Dewey Lake. Being met by Simmons.
Inside here.
Talubi Faletau steps in to be the impromptu scrum half. On from Beard to Tompkins. Tompkins tackled by Smith. On from Hardy. Here's Bigger. Well, it's a penalty advantage being played here to Wales. They have conceded a few penalties in that so-called red zone, if you like. Kieran Hardy's off and running. He senses a chance. And the scrum half gets over. He has the try. Wales will return over the Severn Bridge with something. So there is just a chink of light.
It is. Bundyaki as well, but Ringrose a little bit quiet, I thought, in the Stade de France. Missed 3 tackles, normally one of his best parts of his games. We all know his attacking prowess, but Ireland on the catch and drive.
Dan Sheehan lives for his clubman, Gibson Park, who pops it out to Mac Hansen. He's had a real fiery start to his international career, hasn't he? Ireland feed it on to Ryan Baird. Terrific athlete, Baird. Scores tries for fun and loves to play in open fields. Modern second row. Lovely interlinking play from Ireland, but Italy hold their line and hold it well defensively. That tackle came from Breck's son, Robbie Henshaw. Pop back inside to Caelan Doris, and Doris is Sheehan on his shoulder, and Carberry is there, and Carberry is in! Ireland carve Italy open. Carberry the man to dot it down. But wonderful hands from the forwards to create the space in the first place.
Italy are just looking at shadows because these guys are coming so direct, so much pace. Again, the skill set is there. They just hold the ball. It's a lovely little held ball.
Thanks, Eric.
From Sheehan into Carberry. Just about gets there.
I understand why the law was there in the first place, but sometimes, well, you wonder.
Use it now.
And it's taken the sting right out of this.
Look,
really
everybody knows. I think Peter O'Mahony's actually saying, come on, mate, down to 14 is hard enough. 13. I know it's the letter of the law and all that, but as a contest, the game's gone at 14. At 13, it could be an absolute thrashing.
James Lowe is away and into the 22. Gibson Park on his shoulder, and Ireland are in for their second try. Jamison Gibson Park. Nobody at home when the first line of defence was broken, and Italy head back to their line with their heads down.
When you've got a numerical advantage as far as that, These things, it's just going to rain tries, and it's going to be the colour of green. Just, that's a bad mistake.
The problem is, once you get in behind that first line of defence, there's just nothing there anymore. The numbers aren't there.
Well, this should be walking every time.
There you see it. Ireland with their full set of backs. The Italians, there are holes everywhere. Gibson Park. Henshaw. Gibson Park again. Carberry. Lowry on debut, Michael Lowry! Try number 3 for Ireland. And the young man on debut will remember that forever and a day. Forget about the circumstances when you play for your country in the Six Nations and score well.
The smile says it all. I was lucky enough to score my debut, and irrespective, like you said, what's up against them.
Mac Hansen, Italy tackling for all their worth. Baird once again.
Advantage offside. 12
Advantage being
offside.
played. Robbie Henshaw drives for a yard or two. Carberry. And now Ringrose and James Lowe and Lowe. Lowry. Brex put him down. Tyburn, Ireland building. Van der Flair drives into the defensive effort of the Italians. Byrne. 5 metres short. It's inevitable. O'Mahony, the captain. Bonus point try for Ireland. 37 minutes on the clock.
Has come back on those top 2 inches now for Ireland. It's there. They've got the bonus point.
Which starts to move forward. Gibson Park. Henshaw, the first receiver. Now Carberry. Around the corner comes James Lowe. Back on the angle is Lowry. Towards that Italian 22.
Tackler release.
Van der Flair.
Offside.
Carberry, men out wide, just can't get the pass away, but Italy offside. Defensively, and Gibson Park's going to take this one quickly. Tap and go and low.
No, I'm okay, Matt, with that.
Mac Hansen on the angle. Baird there to help secure possession. Tyburn around the corner, straightens the line. Byrne, 3 metres short. Ireland now looking for their first try of the second half. Has to go wide, must be and is. James Lowe over. Try number 5 for Ireland, and it just had to come.
Balls all over the place, and that was good from Gibson Park because, again, Garprisi's hitting on that sort of right-hand side. He's flying off his line. 2 against 4, is it? 2 against 5. The overhead pass this time, or the long pass, sorry, is the correct option.
Scrum Ireland. Conan leads, and now it's Gibson Park, Sexton, Henshaw, Sexton on the wraparound, Johnny Sexton, open country, pass away, Lowry's going to get his second. Michael Lowry in. Lowry, he will remember that one, but we're going to go to the TMO to check it. Sexton didn't back himself to stay on the outside. Hard to know on that evidence. This one will tell us.
That ball's gone forward, isn't it?
Yeah.
Difficult from these angles, but again, he's come back inside. Probably the pass was to Van der Flair inside. Well, you've got to say that the referee.
Well, Ronan Kelleher out for the rest of the Six Nations for Ireland, so likely that Sheehan will be the choice to face England in a fortnight's time, although Herring may have a word or two to say about that.
Just lost his...
Yeah, first line out lost. Yeah.
You've got that look about you today, Ryan. The commentator's curse.
Yeah, it's out, yes. Yes, it is, I said it.
Let's go as Ryan Bird gets a big hand on it, and the big man stretches the legs, and that is out of the second row top drawer. Baird with the block, and then the pace and the agility to pick and finish.
I'm going to say a lot more of this boy, I tell you. Again, it's a numbers game, but he's there. Italy a little bit off kilter. They should protect the scrum half. The guard man isn't up there. Totally in the legal position. Is he going to just pick it up with his belly and take it over? No, he's got good hands as well.
Correct mindset.
Can Ireland get to 50?
Surely from here, 15 against 12. Casey, Hume, Sexton, and Larry. Could have been 3 for him. Instead, it's another for Lowe. Had to be. Try number 8 for Ireland. Larry had 2, Lowe has 2 now.
On another day, in another game with the pressure on, I think you go yourself and make sure you score it.
Rob Herring carries.
Advantage over.
Sexton ships it on. Chadwell. O'Mahony, James Lowe steps back inside away from the first tackle. Casey once more, Van der Flair. Nice hands, Ringrose, Conan to Sexton. Jonathan Sexton, couple of meters short. Casey must be. It is. Another try for Ireland. Try number 9. And it's scored by the number 19, Kieran Treadwell.
Treadwell just coming straight on the ball.
He finds Intermac, who looks up, sees some space, perhaps straight down the middle. Liam Williams took that as it skidded across the surface. It's a little bit wet out there. It was raining earlier in the day. We had a bit of a shower 45 minutes before kickoff. Jaminet finds Caban-Villiers. Dupont is there with him, but he wasn't close enough. Villiers kept hold of it. Following up there is Marchand. Villiers onto Bay, onto Intermac. Here's Jonathan Danty. France up to the 22. There goes Cyril Bay. Thomas Williams is struggling to get back onto his feet. He looks in quite a bit of trouble. He may well have taken a bang to the head. There goes Intermac. Wales really are stretched here. They're effectively a man down. Dupont, Intermac, Moefana, there's a spare man out wide now. Jaminet, and across goes Gelon. Gelon gets the first try for France. We've been playing less than 9 minutes.
What a fantastic team try for France there. Pretty much every player touched that ball and had some influence on it. Unfortunately, it came from a poor kick from Liam Williams. He did his classic up and under, but he didn't have quite enough height on it. There we see Jaminet just getting his footwork in, being able to make that break. Look at that offload. Lovely skills, a little bit of a show and go. Good defence initially from Wales, but you could just see the overlap they've managed to create there. From that collision in midfield, they sucked in plenty of Welsh players. It's just France is so clinical. You know, they've scored every one of their tries in this Six Nations within 5 phases. When it's on to go, they know and they go.
43% territory. It's really tough to win test matches when that's the case, but on this occasion they've started very brightly.
Goes Stuart Hogg. This is Darcy Graham. He's got fabulous footwork. Now George Turner, who's got great hip work, just bouncing players away. Ali Price on his 50th appearance for Scotland. This is their first real attack. Oh, there's space on the outside for Sam. Scuttle his way across the line. And that was really Scotland's first opportunity to break through what has been a resolute Italian defence.
Has come from on this occasion. Stuart Hogg makes it up to halfway, gives it to Darcy Graham. Look at this power from Turner. Bumps off the defender and then manages to link inside. Should have maybe straightened, but
so thank you anyway.
Stuart Hogg did his best to get on his shoulder, ended up getting tripped up. But the ball came back quick enough. Darcy Graham once again there, right in Ali Price's pocket. And from there, It was the ball swung out by Finn Russell straight into the hands of Johnson, and it was a run in for the centre.
That's the danger sometimes with Finn Russell. Now it's Bram Steen. Can Italy capitalise? Monty Ioane in possession. Have they got an overlap here? And they can't just create enough space. Monty Ioane goes again through Skinner. Really strong by Ioane. Brought down by Rory Darge. Callum Braley now closing in on this Scotland. Oh, the intercept now by Scotland. Price fires the pass out to Kyle Steen. Is he going to make it? Chris Harris is there. What a try from Scotland from the other end of the universe.
Game is broken up in the opening quarter. Ali Price, this is Halafihi did brilliantly to read that Finn Russell pass, but from there Ali Price gets the line speed. Braley, he pickpockets Braley, and then from there has the wherewithal to lift his head. Steen knew that he didn't have the pace to be able to get in, sticks it on his left peg, and Chris Harris on the inside cheat line for Scotland. Ali Price will have to make a decision as to which side he goes, and it looks like Garbisi is lining up. You just see there on the left of the screen, lining up right behind the scrum. So he will probably wait to see where Ali Price goes and sweep to the other direction to try and create that number overlap.
3-2 split.
Set.
Either side of Garbisi, and he goes to where the two are, and they go the other way to Padovani. Is it going to work out for the Italians? And here is Bruno, tries to smash his way through. What an offload inside that was to Callum Braley. Well, as the saying goes, no risk it, no biscuit. They look like they go to the other side of the field. That little move from the scrum that you spotted, Rory, worked beautifully.
It really did, and Kyle Steen just left himself a couple of metres inside Finn Russell with the ability to sweep either left or right.
Let's see if they can utilise that shape this time.
Use it!
Again, those players are crabbing away to the right-hand side. Finn Russell to Hogg, straight through the middle. Oh, did it work? Did it work? You bet it worked. And it's Chris Harris who comes up with the ball.
Because all seven of Scotland's backs go right. You see Hogg sweeping with Stain, and from there you've got Sam Johnson coming on the underslide, keeping the defence honest. Stuart Hogg on the outside arc, and just gives that ball to Chris Harris, hitting the line hard. But the work done in that area.
In that first half, brought down by Pettinelli. Romaro comes in with a tackle, well past 60 tackles in this tournament so far for the Italian captain. Kyle Steen, that inside line. Ali Price for Finn Russell. Great little offload to Skinner. Would have loved to have been able to pop the ball up there, wouldn't he? Taken on by Xander Fagerson. Troubling moments here for this Italian defence, taken on by Rory Darge. Such a brilliant match against the French last time out. Scored a try. Several poaches as well. High tackle count. Pierre Schumann, good footwork there by the loose head, showing that he can be nimble inside. And Darcy Graham, he should score, he will score. One of the best scampering wingers in the world. What a finish, a bonus point for Scotland.
Gave the ball on the inside to Darcy Graham, and he does not need a second invite. It was just a foot race through.
Pascali laid into the squad, looks like a modern-day version of Martin Castro Giovanni, doesn't he, with that hair? Italy celebrated today before the game, all the players, men and women, who've achieved 100 caps for Italy. Darcy Graham, off we go again through Stuart Hogg. Now Kyle Steen checks it. Oh, Darcy Graham was on his shoulder. Here's Price.
Hold in front, please.
Scotland doing a lot of running backwards at the moment, but Price, oh, he's seen the hole, he's clean through. Who's on the shoulder? Was that the right ball? Looks like it was. Stuart Hogg showing that Scotland really do have a jagged edge today, serrating this Italian defence.
To look up and consider his options, he did. And then the footwork to go on the Brex's inside. Where's the Italian defence there? And from there, zips one off his right hand, straight into the paws of his captain. And Stuart Hogg.
Again, it's got very messy in there. Fusco has the ball, though. Pasquale goes into midfield. Here he is, takes the ball. He's carried pretty well since he's come on, showing that freshness that Italy definitely need. They do look very tired defensively. Ioane again. He wants a try. He's worked really hard in this game, in attack and defence. Fusco. Look again, Hamish Watson getting over that ball. Does he get the clamp in? Not quite. Fusco, chance on the outside here. That inside ball is beautiful. And there's the footwork we told you to look out for. Ange Cupo on his debut for Italy.
Footwork. He looks like he's only just out of mini rugby. He's proper baby-faced assassin. And on this occasion here, Brex gives him the ball, gets the ball into the wide channel early. Padovani understands that the defence has him covered with Kyle Steyn, but there's Kyle Steyn's inside defender is a little bit away. I think it's Alan Dell. And from there, you just see the footwork from Capuozza, gets beyond Stuart Hogg, dives.
Advantage to Italy.
Just advantage to the knock-on in the tackle. Advantage over.
Well, the advantage is over. Good tackle by Gilchrist, but Zanon did well to make half a metre again. Pasquale's been really busy since he came off the bench. Is there a way through this Scottish D, as directed and coached by Steve Tandy? Fusco once more. It's the little fella again, Capuozzo. Gets support from Lamaro. Here's Gorbisi, this is good rugby. Federico Ruzza. Magnus Bradbury with a tackle. Stuart Hogg has to help him. Fusco is Capuozzo going to get another one. Oh, can you believe that? On his debut, the 22-year-old customer. He's diminutive to say the least. But heavens above, can he finish? And he's in the right place at the right time again. Look at the work done by Ruzza through the middle of that Scottish defence, putting him under all sorts of pressure. But again, it's that step, just takes out the Scottish defence.
Almost up to the 22, but somehow Ireland have come away with it. Henderson, that is a risky pass across the three-quarter line of England. Sexton steps back inside at Toge to make the tackle. O'Mahony. It really is all going off here. Million miles an hour stuff. Aki, Ringrose, Van der Fleer, little bit of space. Dan Sheehan, the hooker, out on the wing. Sheehan, the Leinster man, takes over from Kelleher, who's out injured. Both hookers, first choice hookers for England and Ireland at the start of this championship, not available. Cowan-Dickey and Kelleher. Here's Van der Fleer, and here's James Lowe. Lowe pins the ears back. Will he get there? Yes, he will. Max Mellons couldn't make up the ground. There was space out there, and Ireland found it.
Absolutely amazing. I'm just looking at the referee, whether he wants to go to the TMO, and I think he's absolutely fine with it.
Try is good.
Try is good, says.
Yeah, Laws has gone across, he's seen something. I thought the referee had seen something, but no, they're not going to go to the TMO. But it ain't matter now, as long as the darts are right, the catcher gets it right, and you execute the next phase. And now he's given a few pens to Ireland. Here you go.
Free kick to Ireland for England, closing the gap in the line-out on that occasion. Gibson Park, Cian Healy. Sheehan. George slips off the first tackle, allows Ireland to get going forward. Cian Healy, though, can't control it. Ireland get the penalty. Gibson Park allowed to take it quickly. Ireland are almost there. Hugo Keenan! Ireland in for their second try. Quick penalty taken. Referee happy to let it go. And Ireland get another one.
push it there, boys. We just give it a chance.
And that was, they were offside, basically. Kieran smashing that ball in. Again, it goes forward, but they were offside, deemed offside.
Again, England's defensive line make all the right reads, and Ireland just shovel it across, and Lowe is asked to carry once more. Murray, Van der Flair. It's a battle of wills as much as anything else right now. Into the 22 Ireland go. Sexton, 12 phases Ireland go through. And there's a gap there. And Ringrose feeds it on to Andrew Conway. Cross comes Daly, Noel is there as well. Up to the English 5-metre line. Murray is there. Ireland are there! Jack Conan. Is that the one that seals the deal? In the end, England just ran out of ability to continue to make tackles.
So stoic for so long. Again, Ireland have actually started playing now as they did at the start of the game. I've got to say, I think it was, is it Keenan that actually just held that ball up and popped that ball through. And then it just comes out, and again, it's a matter of numbers this time. The dam has split, the dam has broke. Ireland get through, and I don't think England are coming back from there. Conan, the British Lion, on the bench. Again, I did look at the benches. I think a bit more experience, obviously on the Ireland bench. Phil start celebrating, and I'm not just saying that. We've experienced something special here today. And again, these fans will go out there. They'll be drinking a few pints later, arms round each other. All right, might be a tear here. Oh, you should have won. No, you shouldn't have won that. And that's the beauty of this game.
Inside the final 5 minutes, 10 points the margin. So often in this game, it didn't look like Ireland were going to be able to put that sort of lead up. Now they look to close it out. The pick, the drive, and is it the try from Finlay Bealham? It is. Ireland have a fourth try, a bonus point try. 5 minutes ago, it seemed fanciful. Now they have the full set.
But his injury has just done what I didn't think was capable, to be honest. Coming into this second half was get 4 tries for Ireland. They were just desperate to win this game, and it's been turned really in a couple of minutes. Conor Murray knows exactly what he's waiting. Put the man, the go-forward man, low there. Get him on that ball. He's been a bit quiet the second half as opposed to the first, and then it's just a pick-up from the dreadlocked prop.
Okay, thank you.
And that is it. I can officially say England are coming back from here.
Offside lines.
Johnny McNichol, here's Dan Biggar. The Italian defence comes up as quick as it can. Can the Welsh attack fracture it? Alun Jones now to Josh Adams. Such a dangerous finisher, as he's shown in a Welsh shirt, and for the Lions as well. 8 tries on the Lions tour to South Africa. But can they build on this pressure? Can they finish off this pressure, Wales? Adams goes again. Dan Biggar. Should that ball have gone wide there to Owen Watkin? Very central position on the field here. It's Adam Beard to Johnny McNichol, dancing around that Italian defence. To be followed. Oh, here it is now, must be! And it is, and it's Owen Watkin who scores! A turbo-boosted try from Wales, and my goodness, did they need that!
Quietly goes about his business, and he's really found it hard to make that centre shirt his own. We've seen glimpses of him in defence. He's renowned for ripping the ball in the tackle, that's his thing, but what we really wanted to see is how good he can be in attack, using his agility. Really lovely, just out the back door play there, giving Wales plenty of options.
Numbers, 3 numbers.
Towns have defended very well at times. They've been fractured at times as well. Taken by Moriarty. Here comes that drive. Getting plenty of assistance from the crowd. And here they go.
Your side, Sean.
Have they got the critical mass to get all the way and through this Italian defensive rear guard and over that line? The answer is yes. and it's Derry Lake, and will that be the bubble-bursting try? How will the Italians respond now? That is the question.
I had to come for Wales, didn't it? They've been camped out there in that 22. You see how he's just holding in behind Derry Lake. He's given him the communication. He's telling him to stay in. He's basically his eyes looking up, scanning the defence.
Turnover good.
Turnover's good for Wales. Here's Beard, and now Watkin looking for Josh Adams on the outside. Beautiful hands from Dan Bigger. Kieran Hardy now finds Watkin. Off goes Will Rowlands. Big carry count in this Six Nations for Will Rowlands. Oh, Watkin for Moriarty. Beautiful offload for Wyn Jones. The man they call Sausage. He's on the rampage. Here's Hardy. Is this the chance? Great tackle. But Wales still have it through Leon Brown. As Pettinelli brought him down. Here is Adam Beard. Now Moriarty throws the ball to Josh Adams. Adams, can he get around the outside? He can! Oh, Josh Adams! And the Principality Stadium goes off like a light bulb. And it's one of the big danger men, Josh Adams, who scores the try. And it might be the try that is the Welsh salvation.
Initially, it wasn't the best layup for him because Ross Moriarty does a skip pass. So this is the earlier phase of play where we had some strong carries. Wyn Jones, what about that from him? Fending off players, but key here was the recycling. It was a floated pass to Josh Adams, which you thought he was just going to get. Player and ball, they're going to push him out on the sideline. But he reacted lightning quick here, step on the inside. Now this is going to be frustrating for the Italian management. That Italian line should have come up and closed it off. You always come up on the inside.
Just has to be crisp and accurate here. And there seemed to be confusion in the line-out. They all went too early. You could see it happening. The throw came too late, and Wales took advantage of it.
Okay, stay.
And that maybe is a sign of that composure, that nervousness, that twitchiness.
Move! Okay, inside. And use it.
Massive line-out to win. Padovani. Capuzzo. Welsh defenders up very fast indeed. Off goes the whippet, and he's through. Capuzzo is through. He might be away here. Oh, Capuzzo! And he gets support from Padovani. The Romans on the rampage. Have they found the gladiator within at last to end this horrific run of Six Nations defeats?
When you talk about rugby as a size for all, and sometimes the smaller player gets questioned. Well, you thought Shane Williams rewrote the rule book. No. Andre Capozzi, he is rewriting the rule book. Talk about ambition to play. Absolutely backs himself on the outside edge. He's completely running away from support at this moment, so he has to make it work. A beautiful in and out, and still has the composure to put that pass in, which is crucially important because they've got to try and score under the post to secure that conversion.
If you take it past the 80, you still have to take it within the 90.
For Italian rugby.
You still have to take it within the 90,
Ireland's penalty is dispatched to touch, and then they will go to the line out again.
Who's in, fellas? Who's in?
Dan Sheehan, just his 7th international cap, the 23-year-old catapulted into the front line for Ireland in this Six Nations Championship. Ireland go to them all. The first time they did this, they got no change. On this occasion, Sheehan breaks away, and the young man is over for the first try of the afternoon. Dan Sheehan in for Ireland. Scotland just couldn't find an answer.
The ball passed backwards, and from there Sheehan picks up his heels and just sees.
Sheehan. Conan. Maul and Sheehan again in the back of it. And it goes down, but legally, says the referee, so she injects a little bit of pace around the corner, gets a couple of yards, eventually gets to ground, presents for Gibson Park. Tyg Byrne runs into a strong tackle from Darge. Gibson Park looks both ways, goes the more open side. Cian Healy is put to ground. Ireland banging on the door again. Scotland trying to keep it shut. Conan with advantage. Jack Conan. Does he get there? No, he doesn't. Ball is back for Ireland once again. Pick and drive. Cian Healy, I think, will confirm it on the replay, but Ireland are in for their second try. It is Cian Healy on the day of his 116th international cap.
It's just route one. Conan with the carry, gets within inches, and from there, this isn't the first time that we've seen Cian Healy just grab a hold of the ball and say, right, mano a mano. The law of physics is...
Xander Fagerson around the corner. Scotland threatening now. They need the next points, you feel. Harris, nowhere for him to go. Fagerson, Cian Healy meets him and wraps him up. 7 phases Scotland have been through. Lovely hands from Kinghorn, great angle from Darcy Graham. 3 meters short now, Scotland. They're building. Can they finish? Gilchrist goes to ground. Furlong makes the tackle. Big moment in this game, you feel. Fagerson. The Scottish fans that are here raise their voice. They can be heard at the Aviva. Can it spur their side on? Gray, 2 meters short. 11 phases. By far and away the best passage of play from Scotland in this game so far. Schumann puts the head down. 3 Irish players there, but they can't stop him. Schumann is over. Great try from Scotland. And finally, all that territory and possession is turned into points.
Scotland keep their patience. Darcy Graham popping up again, inside ball. The fight to get another couple of inches. And from there, Schumann with the dummy. The leg drive, powers his way through. Reaches out, manages to nutmeg one of the Irish defenders to reach over and score. The close range, thud and blunder. I think they are having a little look with the TMO to question if it is short. I've not heard whether Wayne Barnes asked it. Oh, it gets the white line.
Mate, I'd like
even if it is one blade of whitewash.
Big carry from one of the smallest men on the pitch, O'Mahony.
Tackle now.
Schumann meets him on the gain line. He's put in a big shift to Schumann. Mac Hansen, James Lowe, the tightest of spaces. They find a couple of yards. Just short of the Scottish line now. Furlong, Gibson Park, Tyg Byrne. Ireland need to be patient. They need to execute. They've been here before and not finished the job. On this occasion, it goes to Sheehan. Advantage being played to Ireland. Gibson Park again. Robbie Henshaw, almost there. 3 Scottish players put him to ground. Caelan Doris, net by another 3 in Navy. Gibson Park, Van der Fleer! Just Van der Fleer! Eventually, the pressure tells.
Context of this afternoon's match. You just see that again, it's Route 1 power game. Doris gets within a metre, goes backwards, and from there, Gibson Park just looks. Johnny Gray commits, and it gets the momentum. Look at the acceleration of Van der Fleer. Acceleration across 3 metres means he runs into 2 front rowers, and he has the momentum to power his way over. Big smile. The assist came from Gibson Park, the finish from Van der Fleer. Big moment in this game.
Low carry.
So the referee, again, having conversations with his assistants.
And we've cleared the try.
Herring and Ireland inside the final 2 minutes, looking for the bonus point try, just to ratchet up the pressure a little bit more on France, ahead of the final game of the Guinness Six Nations. And Murray goes after it, and Murray has got it, and the Aviva goes crazy. It's a fourth try, it's a bonus point try. Absolutely delighted.
Oh, and you see what it means, but look at the work of James Lowe. The defence was there, and from there...
There is hope for all those England supporters.
Well, you do have to wonder that the weight of expectation may be proving a little bit heavy on one or two shoulders early on. 80 minutes in which to end 12 years of underachievement for France. But could this be the moment? There's some space for Villiers. Villiers taking on Marchand. 8 metres out front. Dupont. Francois Cross. The Toulouse players operating in tandem. Well gathered by Villiers. The offload. That's Woki. Here's Dupont again. They'll go wide this time. They've got the numerical advantage. Fickou, can he get in the corner? Yes, he can.
But also, Winger, now it's just a matter of numbers, as you said, Martin. Ball over the top, let it bounce in at the corner.
They're inside the England 22. Dupont. Jaminet. Aldrit. The despairing hand there of Willemse. Well, for a moment, France had the numerical advantage out wide, but they couldn't get it out there. They'll have to rebuild. There goes Aldrit. Willemse.
And use that.
Dupont just doing the gesticulation. Here's Danty, being met by Courtney Laws. Cyril Bahaye, the offload to Dupont. Here goes Aldrit. France working up some momentum, and look at this! It's Ntamack! Ntamack is through! Held up a metre out. Francois Cross right in the thick of things. The ball is down, and that looks like the hand of Francois Cross to me.
Unbelievable tackle from Genge initially, and that's an unbelievable finish.
Yeah.
When this ball goes back, but again, look at this, just out. Beautiful play out the back door, this time just handing off to Villiers. Holding. Jalon, as you said, scored that try in Cardiff. Ball comes down, so easy.
And look at the dexterity of Francois Cross right at the end. But how did he get his hand through?
But again, superb play, but keeping his depth. Jalon there knew he didn't have the pace to go, but he keeps his depth. Ntamack Genge does unbelievably well. There you go, he's over. Oh, you're allowed to do it. Wasn't dangerous because he's gone down around the midriff. It's such a ferociously quick tackle.
Youngs, Smith, Slade, Marchand at pace.
Try.
Great step. Such an important tackle from Francois Cross. It's still alive though for England. Marcus Smith, Elliot Daly, out there to Stewart. Stewart cuts and fields. And the Leicester Tiger has got England's first try of the night. They're back in the match. The Grand Slam remains in the balance.
It is quick, you can move. The forwards get involved. Smith just holds it back. Players are deep. Stewart, like I said, he's a big fella.
Ntamack misses out Danty. Here's Fickou. Stewart got hold of just enough of him. Aldrit with the dummy. Powerful carry there from Cameron Woki. Ntamack. Penaud. Penaud anxious to achieve what his father did. The Grand Chelem means so much to France. Ntamack. Taofi Fanua. Aldrit. Onto the ball, and the captain is through. Has the World Player of the Year delivered the Holy Grail?
I'm sure it's Aldrit. Taofi Fanua initially. Again, push, and watch this. Here you go. 1, 2, offload. He's normally the offload king, Dupont.